What's up, YouTube? Um, Hopefully you guys can hear me over the fan. If not, well. But in today's video, I was gonna make it earlier, but I had to go to work, so I just got back from work. So like I said, this is Thursday, and then every Thursday, for the rest of the season, it's gonna be Detroit Lions. I'm not gonna call it game plan, just my keys to winning the game. That what the Lions have to do to win the game. So. I'm in my bedroom right now, so I guess I'm gonna use my bed as a seat. I have three tips. My three keys to the game. 1, contain Derrick Henry as best as possible. 2, number 2 is gonna depend on who's gonna be your quarterback. And 3, get the run game going, which is gonna be part of number 2. Number 2, number 3 are basically gonna be like one big key, but I'm going to break it down for both. But number 1 is to contain Derrick Henry. Now, obviously, that's, almost impossible, especially with how badly the Lions' run defense is. Yeah, he is the league leader in rushing yards. So, if the Lions have any hope to winning this game, they got to try to hold Derrick Henry under 200 rushing yards. I mean, hopefully they could try to keep him under 100, but that's, almost impossible. I mean, the Browns did it, but the Browns' defense is way better than the Lions. So, yeah, we gotta try to contain Derrick Henry as best as we can. We gotta force the Titans into third and longs. Force Ryan Tannehill. I mean, he's a decent quarterback. He's not a scrub, but we gotta force him to make the throws. And he has no Aaron Rodgers, so hopefully we'll be able to contain him a little bit better than we did Aaron Rodgers. I mean, Ryan Tannehill doesn't throw the ball as quickly as Aaron Rodgers, so you could try to cover the guys. But, you got to deal with some pretty good wide receivers. Corey Davis is becoming a star quietly. A.J. Brown is already a star. So, I mean, it's not going to be a walk in the park for the Lions defense. But you got to force Ryan Tannehill in third and longs. You got to try to contain Derrick Henry, stop the run game as best as you possibly can. Hopefully we'll get, Everson Griffin back and, maybe Desmond Trufant will come back and, hopefully we can get some guys on the defensive side some back. Number 2, depending on how our quarterback is, if it's Matthew Stafford, offensive line, you gotta protect him. You gotta protect him. Because he's going to come into the game not 100%. You don't want him to take many hits. So, if you're Gary Bevel in the offense, I would set up some schemes where you get the ball out quickly, like Aaron Rodgers does, like, RPO screens, quick passes, something that will get the ball out of his hands so Stafford's not sitting in the pocket for very long. You don't want him to take many hits. He's already injured. You don't want him to get more injured or make the injury more serious. So, and it's Chase Daniel, same thing. I mean, Chase Daniel knows how to throw. He's been in the league for 12 years, I believe. So, he's not a superstar quarterback, but he can throw still. So, make some easy passes for him. That any quarterback can do. So, no matter who our quarterback is, we gotta make passes where you get the ball out of your hand quickly. And that means the wide receivers, you gotta do your job. You gotta get open. And catch the ball. And number 3 is get the run game going. Take some pressure off the passing game. So where, Panthers ever does play. You can hand it off, get 5 or 6 yards, do it again, and get DeAndre Swift back. So hopefully, you can get the run game going a little bit better. We did have been so. Get the run game going, so you take the pressure off the passing game. But yeah, those are my 3 keys. But to be honest, I think Stafford should play. You still have a chance for a playoff spot. You should try to do it as best as you can. If Stafford thinks he can go and he says he can go, you should play him. Now, if we do end up losing this game, I suggest benching Stafford the rest of the season. Let him rest, let him heal, put Chase Daniel or David Blau in, or even Tamao. Or how do you say his name? Tamayo. I don't even know how I say his name. But yeah, put the backup quarterback and give him some experience. I don't want to make Stafford and risky ready for next year, but as long as you still have a chance, put your best guys out there. Maybe we do win out. I mean, how we make the playoffs, like I said in my playoff video, Lions got to win out. Arizona's got to lose at least twice. And I believe the Bears have to lose out. Yeah. The Bears have to, well, they don't have to lose out. They have to lose twice. Once against the Vikings, and then once against either the Packers or the Jaguars, which I think the Packers will beat them. I don't rely on the Jaguars. And then, of course, we got to win out. So that's how we make the playoffs. But until you're officially eliminated, you should put your best guys out there. Put Matthew Stafford out there. Until you're eliminated, then bench him. Because if you have a chance to make the playoffs, go do it. But yeah, Stafford may not practice this whole week and still play. I mean, he's done it before, and that's what Daredevil said. He says he feels comfortable doing that. But like I said, hopefully we can get Everson Griffin back, Desmond Trufant, some guys back. Maybe even Trey Flowers. Maybe he'll come back. Although I doubt it. Maybe he'll come back next week. Same with Kenny Galladay. Hopefully he'll surprise us and come back this week. That'll help our offense. As you all know, Jeff Okudah is having season-ending groin surgery, so he won't be here until next year. But yeah, hopefully we get some guys back and pull out a huge win in Tennessee, and we have the last 2 games at home and take care of business and see what happens. And maybe we'll make the postseason. Now, I don't think we're going to make the Super Bowl. I mean, we're probably going to be a wild card exit, but still, if you make it to the playoffs, you have a chance. Like they say, it doesn't matter how you get there. As long as you get there, the season starts anew, anything can happen. I mean, and that's true. You can catch whoever you're facing against on a bad day, and you can beat them. So, I think the Lions, they should really take a look at the Browns' defensive tapes they had earlier this year, because they were able to contain Derrick Henry. I know I said that the Browns' defense is way better than the Lions' defense, but they pretty much painted a blueprint of how to contain Derrick Henry, and they should watch a bunch of those. Watch a lot of those tapes and try to emulate and try to do what they did. Because if you can contain Derrick Henry and force Ryan Tannehill to pass it, I mean, I know they got talented wide receivers, but I'd rather put the pressure on Ryan Tannehill than Derrick Henry. Because Derrick Henry's, if you give him a lane, he'll run right over you. Literally, run right over you. I mean, and if not, he'll throw you down to the ground like he did to Josh Norman earlier this season. I mean, that was nasty. But yeah. So those are my little keys to the game. Like I said, it wasn't that many because basically contain Derrick Henry, set up offensive scheme for Stafford and/or Chase Daniel to get the ball out of his hand quickly and get the run game going. Simple enough. And like I said, hopefully we get some guys back like Everson Griffin and Desmond Trufant and some other guys back, Kenny Galladay, Trey Flowers. Hopefully we can get some of those guys back. I mean, even when we get Everson Griffin back, that'll be still a huge boost to our defensive line, And John Benassini, he has been a very nice surprise. We got him, the 6th round? And he's playing phenomenal. So, I mean, I'm happy we picked him. We had a pretty good draft this year. On a side note, unrelated to football, if you guys are golf fans, this Saturday and Sunday, at the PNC Father-Son Challenge, Tiger Woods and his son Charlie Woods, who is 11 years old, will compete. And they'll be playing with Justin Thomas and his father. But there's some other, big names. You got John Daly and little John Daly. So I think that's going to be my first time watching just because Tiger and his son. I'm interested to see how well Charlie plays. And from what I've seen and heard, he's, playing very good golf. He's being able to shoot under par for 9 holes. For 11 years old, that's really good. He's dominated in his tournaments he's been playing. So be interested to see how good he really is. I mean, I've seen some of his swing, and he looks like a mini Tiger Woods. His swing looks like Tiger Woods' swing in his heyday. I mean, it still kind of does, but like I said, Tiger Woods' swing is a little bit different than it is now because of this back fusion surgery, so it looks a little different. But if you look at Tiger Woods' swing in his heyday, and you look at Charlie Woods' swing now, I mean, they are virtually identical. And of course, he does the club twirl just like Tiger. I would hope so because Tiger Woods did the club twirl. And It also helps that your father is the greatest of all time. You know, Tiger Woods really helps that your father is like that. So you pretty much have a good coach. So yeah, but yeah, his swing is beautiful, just like Tiger's. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do this Saturday and Sunday. So I'll leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and tomorrow, I know I said today I would do the GMs, but like I said, Thursdays are the game plan / game keys. So tomorrow, I guess I'll let you know. Tomorrow we're interviewing Louis Riddick for GM, and today I don't know if it was today, but I got ESPN notification on my phone saying we're interviewing ex-Colts and current Chiefs player of operations, I want to believe. I forgot his name, but we're interviewing also him from a GM, and but yeah, I'll talk more about it tomorrow in tomorrow's video. Again, it'll be after work since I work 9 to 3, so but yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day.